unique.
Exhausting.
Thoughtful.
Unstoppable.
Kind.
Decent beyond reason.
Generosity of spirit in abundance.
He's one of the good guys and one of the very nice guys.
Stickler for timing.
Well, if you meet Paul, my one piece of advice is just don't be late.
Without any doubt, Paul White is a man of his word.
We've worked together now for 23 years. It's always fun, it's always dynamic. From taking the company as a publicly traded Frogmore Estates PLC through a management buyout, and then since 2006 to be exclusively a manager of private equity funds. It's been quite a journey. Paul has boundless energy, boundless enthusiasm, a refusal to accept anything negative.
He's a great boss to work for. He expects everyone to be here on time, shiny shoes, tie, belt.
He started with nothing. He actually went bust at one stage. So he's actually, started from the bottom and worked his way to the top. And I think that has given him the hunger and the desire to take Frogmore to where it is today.
He has a fine reputation as a man with being honest and with integrity.
Paul's really got to be the best at whatever he does. That's probably seen him in good light in the property industry. There's obviously many times when the market is not as good as it should be. He's stuck through those times, he's seen it through. And I suppose it's the strength of character, it's his obsessiveness. He's a stickler for detail, he's a stickler for timing.
A deal that really stands out is the joint venture we did with Galliard at Drayton Park. It formed part of the Arsenal Emirates Stadium regeneration project, and Paul hounded the Arsenal board, used every trick in the book to get us into a position where we could wrestle the contract away from the incumbents. As part of it, we managed to get 236 season tickets, which we're able to sell all the flats with. And over the weekend, we sold all 236 flats. Stunning deal.
His first love is obviously Anna, his wife of well over 40 years. Secondly, Frogmore and his Frogmore family. Thirdly, it would have to be Arsenal Football Club. But also he's a very charitable man. He received an MBE for his services for charity a couple of years ago.
Arsenal, we're on your side. Painful for me as a Spurs fan, but I know you've been a lifelong Arsenal fan. We've got somebody here very special to save this ball.
Well, he is a fanatical fan. The first double we had at this club was in a year that I was lucky enough to be the goalkeeper, and Paul still talks about being outside that night initially with 50,000 people. Were actually locked out. 50,000 were in White Hart Lane where we won the title. But Paul managed to creep under the turnstiles, and he was not going to be stopped in any way, shape or form. Paul has always had that love of this club and belief that this club is different to virtually all other clubs in the way that it's run and its stature within the game of football.
The amazing thing about Paul is once he makes up his mind about a cause, about a charity, he is completely unwavering. He is so generous, he's so committed.
In all the time that we have been with Paul, 16 years, and I'm sure this applies to the variety and to all the other causes that he supports, they will always tell you that he is there for you, he listens, he's there to give advice, and most amazing of all is his giving.
Lifetime Achievement Award for Paul White. Don't they just give that to people who are at the end of their careers? Paul White is still a spring bunny and has lots more to offer, I'm sure. Paul, congratulations on this great award. I can't think of somebody more well deserving.
You're such a fun person to work with. You're so knowledgeable, you're so generous. You've been an excellent mentor to me and the others in the office.
Congratulations, Paul, you really deserve this award. I'm very, very proud of you, and it's about time you were recognised with all the things that you do for everybody else.
Does Paul White deserve an award? Yes, of course he does. He's the most amazing person. He is unlike anyone else. He is enthusiastic, he is tenacious, he gives. He's a real giver. Of course he deserves an award. I couldn't think of a better person for it to go to.